I chose the film Pride and Prejudice as the research object. I will analyze the lighting display in the film and its influence on the narrative of the film from the perspective of the story narrative based on the relationship between the male and female protagonists. The encounter between the male and female protagonists in the film takes place at a ball. Darcy is a striking aristocrat. He's used chicken coop lighting, with a large soft light source above the character's head, which puts Mr. Darcy in a sense of isolation surrounded by darkness, emphasizing his inaccessible noble background, and also reflecting his lonely and arrogant inner world. The character's first appearance shows his sense of alienation from everything around him in an all-round way, setting the tone for the subsequent friction with the heroine. Elizabeth came to visit her sick sister. She traveled a long distance and didn't care about the delicate dress. This time it was a shot similar to Darcy's perspective. The director used motivated lighting, imitating the natural light projected from the window on the right side of the character, so that Elizabeth's face showed a Rembrandt light that was not inconsistent at all, which not only made the audience's eyes focus on the facial expressions of the characters, but also highlighted Elizabeth's gentle beauty from Darcy's perspective, and showed Mr. Darcy's love for Elizabeth very subtly. During Elizabeth's walk with Bentley's sister, the director used lighting with walls and continued to use motivated lighting, which mimics the natural light coming in through the windows, and then reflects off the floor to illuminate the lower half of the wall, which is brighter than the upper half. On the one hand, it can show the luxury and brightness of Mr. Darcy's house, and on the other hand, it also suggests that the two women seem to be harmonious, but in fact they are secretly competing. The only male character in the scene has a butterfly light on his face, which is mostly used by women, and the light is placed above the front of the character, showing Mr. Darcy's dignified, elegant and gentlemanly demeanor that belonged to the British aristocratic class at that time. And this scene shows Mr. Darcy's handsome face and calm charm without reservation. Elizabeth came to Aunt Darcy's house for dinner using multi-light lighting and practical light lighting. A large number of candles are symmetrically distributed in the middle and on both sides of the picture, where the light source appears directly in the picture and is distributed at multiple points, showing the incomparable luxury and traditional feudalism of Aunt Darcy's house. At this time also used motivated lighting, because there is an obvious top light above the figures. The overall lighting enhances the sense of realism, and avoids the stage sense of a single main light. Although the picture is a warm orange and yellow color, it is generally dark, with an invisible sense of oppression, and the flickering lights and candles hint at the fluctuations of the inner world of the male and female protagonists at the moment. Mr. Darcy plucked up the courage to speak to Elizabeth as she played the piano.
I do not have the talent of conversing easily with people I have never met before.
And the light on Darcy's face was a variant of the split light, color temperature split, with the orange warm light on the left and the blue cold light on the right. The light simulated the candle on the left and the moonlight on the right, with the same brightness, and a softbox was used to soften the edges of the two types of lights. The lighting here has a profound connotation. On the one hand, it suggests that Mr. Darcy is struggling with his arrogant and solitary personality, and on the other hand, it hints at the outwardly indifferent Darcy's inner passion for Elizabeth. Darcy made a short stop behind Elizabeth. The soft top light and warm side light made Elizabeth look so beautiful and moving, while Darcy's face was still split in color temperature, showing Darcy's extreme struggle and hesitation. When Darcy revealed his heart to Elizabeth, the overall tone was cold, the color was blue-green, and the color temperature was high, but soft light was used, and the combination of cold colors and soft light formed a soft chiaroscuro, coupled with the damp and cold environment, adding a dignified and subtle atmosphere to the communication between the characters. And the lack of strong light also hinted at Darcy and Elizabeth's restraint and forbearance at the moment, and the expressions of the characters were more complex in the interweaving of light and dark, and at the same time, creating an ambiguous and fragmented atmosphere. The closeness of action and the alienation of language attract the audience even more, creating a complex dramatic effect of wanting to resist and welcome. After an incredible series of events, Elizabeth stood in front of the mirror and pondered for a long time. The director did not use time-lapse photography, but used motivated lighting, using artificial lighting to imitate the natural light outside the window to represent the rapid passage of time, which can not only create a sense of realism, so that the audience can immerse themselves, but also do not waste too much time. The whole picture changes from surface light to side light. The soft light on the faces of the characters changes to the light of cold and warm tones that separate the left and right, suggesting Elizabeth's inner desperate struggle, which is the scene where the emotions of the characters in the whole film are about to take a major turn. In the last scene, when the sun is just rising, a rotating lens is used to make the sun slowly rotate from the side of the character to the middle of the character, the sunlight penetrates from the back to the front of the character, the backlight is illuminated, and the sunlight shines from behind the character, outlining the outline of the character, making the edges of the character bright, showing a halo effect. Normally, the backlight separates the characters from the background, creating a depressing effect, but here, the sun envelopes Darcy and Elizabeth, creating a romantic and warm atmosphere that belongs to the two of them, and the deep love in the haze completely touches the hearts of the audience. In short, the lighting in this movie not only makes the whole picture very beautiful, but also shows the journey of the two protagonists from misunderstanding to understanding and then falling in love. That's all, thank you.